let's now talk about the steps involved in licensing Retail Pro, okay? Specifically for a new 8.6 implementation. So typically the first thing that happens is the business partner, you, right, would place an order for sites and seats for a given customer who is interested in purchasing Retail Pro 8.6, right? And so you would order sites and seats through our ordering system, our online Retail Pro ordering system. And actually, I have it open right now. So the address is rporders.retailpro.com. So typically the salesperson, right, at the business partner, or someone that's handling sales, would go through and order, using this system, sites and seats for a specific retailer, for a specific customer. Okay? Now, what's important to understand is, as technicians, when they are done ordering those sites and seats, they're going to come away with a client ID for that customer and an activation password. Okay? You need this information. So if you're not the one placing the order, okay, and getting confirmations from our finance group, then you need to eventually get this information from the person that does. So you'll need the client ID and activation password later on when you actually go to activate Retail Pro. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Step 2 typically is that you will go out and you'll install Retail Pro. So once you've placed the order, you have your client ID, you have your activation password, you will go out and install Retail Pro. Or you can install it locally or in-house and ship it out to the retailer, right? But you'll have to install Retail Pro 8.6. After that, after installing, that's when you need to activate the license. Okay, whether immediately or after a certain number of days, up to 90 days, right? Because the system will become non-functional after 90 days. So eventually you'll need to activate the license. And you're going to use a system called the License Manager, which I'll show you in a few moments. And you have two options. You can activate the licensing over the internet using TCP/IP, okay, that method, or you can use the more manual file drop method. And I'm going to demonstrate both of these for you, okay? So after you've gone through this process, Retail Pro is now licensed. But you're not done. You actually need to go through and make sure you properly allocate seats. Yeah, and this is being done at the main, right? For each and every Retail Pro user, for each and every workstation. Okay? And you did this before in 8.52, right? And then after that, you need to make sure, maybe before or after, you need to make sure that the number of active sites, active inventories are properly set in RProDB. Okay, so these are the general steps involved in making sure that Retail Pro 8.6 is licensed properly.